The night hung like a piece of flawless dark blue velvet, gently embracing the bustling metropolis. Myriad city lights below converged into a dazzling river of stars, seemingly within reach. This was the Zenith Pavilion, a pearl atop the city, a revolving restaurant on the highest floor. Reno won for its ultimate luxury and absolute privacy. To reserve Edible here was, in itself, a symbol of status and position. At the best window-side table, the Chen was calmly cutting a piece of top-grade Wagyu beef. Dressed in a faded white t-shirt, he seemed somewhat out of place amidst the opulent, gold-gilded, and undeniably expensive surroundings. Yet, his demeanor was serene, as if he were dining at an ordinary street-side eatery rather than a five-figure per capita extravagance. Across from him sat Lin Shi, the campus belle, in an elegant white dress. She was a little reserved, but most like curious. She could never quite decipher this classmate of hers. He seemed so ordinary, yet always carried a unique, reassuring sense of calm. The melodious piano music in the restaurant added a touch of romance to the tranquility. However, this harmony was soon brutally shattered by a jarring clamor. The restaurant door was abruptly shoved open, and a flashy young man, adorned in designer brands, arm in arm with a heavily made up internet celebrity, strutted in, flanked by a group of bodyguards in black suits. It was none other than Wang Shao, the only son of local real estate magnate Wang Tianlong. Wang Shao scanned the room, his gaze immediately drawn to the pure and beautiful Lin Shi, a flicker of admiration in his eyes. But when he saw the Chen sitting opposite her, that admiration swiftly turned into Yuandi's guised disdain and contempt. Manager Liu. Wang Shao's voice was sharp and overbearing, shattering the restaurant's elegance. Where's the Tian Shu seat? It's reserved. How did two impoverished students from God knows where occupy it? Didn't you know I was coming tonight? Manager Liu, his face beaming with a forced smile, scurried over, beads of sweat already forming on his forehead. Wang Shao, please calm down. Please calm down. The guests at this table they made a reservation in advance. Wang Shao paid no heed to the explanation. He walked straight to the Chen stable, tapping it with his diamond-studded watch, his chin so high it almost touched the ceiling. Kid, I'll give you 10,000 yuan. Take your girl and get lost right now. He glanced contemptuously at the Chen. This table, I want it. Lin Shi frowned slightly, a hint of anger rising in her expression. How can you talk like that? Wang Shao seemed to have heard a joke, snickering, but his gaze remained greedy, fixed on Lin Shi. To his surprise, the Chen, the boy he was addressing, didn't even lift an eyelid. He continued to meticulously cut the beef on his plate with his knife and fork, his movements graceful, his expression focused, as if everything happening around him was nothing more than an annoying fly. Being so utterly ignored, Wang Shao's face instantly turned purple. This was a humiliation he had never experienced. He slammed his hand on the table and Roa read, "Are you deaf? I'm talking to you. Do you know who I am? My father is Wang Tianlong. In this city, if I want you gone, you won't live to see tomorrow." A threat, a naked threat. The other guests in the restaurant were dead silent, no one daring to utter a sound. No one could afford to offend the capricious young master Wang. Just as Wang Shao was about to pull out his phone to call for backup, the Chen finally put down his knife and fork. He picked up a clean napkin, leisurely wiped his mouth, then slowly lifted his head. His eyes were like ancient still wells, so profound they seemed to swallow all light. He calmly looked at Manager Liu, who was already pale with terror, and softly uttered two words, a bit noisy. The voice was not loud, but it struck Manager Liu like a thunderbolt from the clear sky. Manager Liu's body instantly froze. all color draining from his face. He no longer cared about Wang Xiao. His body trembled violently from extreme fear, and he almost scrambled to the Chen's side, bowing 90 degrees, his voice so shaky it was barely audible. I'm so sorry. Boss, it's my fault for poor management. Disturbing your meal. I deserve to die. Please, punish me. His voice was laced with a sob, every word filled with a tremor that came from the depths of his soul. B-boss. These two words plunged the entire restaurant into a deathly silence. Wang Xiao's arrogant smile froze on his face, his mouth egg-ape wide enough to fit an egg. Lin Shi, too, covered her mouth in astonishment, her beautiful eyes wide with disbelief. Manager Liu, are you crazy? Wang Xiao stammered, pointing at the Chen. How could he, a poor student dressed in less than 200 yuan's worth of clothes, possibly be before he could finish? Manager Liu spun around, cold and venomous, his gaze no longer like funny. Looking at a dead man. Shut up, son of Wang Tianlong, he shrieked, his voice shrill. Do you know who you were just talking to? Do you think your father's Smeagol fortune is anything remarkable? Manager Liu raised a trembling hand, despairing lie pointing at the magnificent crystal chandelier on the ceiling. This Zenith Pavilion restaurant, this global trade center, building beneath your feet, and even Tiant Bank, which lent your father his first startup capital. To get rich, his voice cracked with emotion, carrying a tone of judgment. All of it is merely a tiny speck of dust in the vast industrial map of our boss, S-Long Yuan Group. Boom! Wang Xiao's mind went blank. Every word from Manager Liu was capital like for arrogance and tyranny, brutally shattering all his pride, seeming lie, perception, ordinary his esteemed family background. It all seemed ridiculously fragile, like a bubble about to burst. His legs gave out, unable to support his body any longer.